The president has a problem. He's got a helicopter that dates from the 1970s, and now the new version he's supposed to get by the end of the summer may not be suitable. To explain this problem, we welcome now Bloomberg's Tony Capaccio, who has a terrific piece on the Bloomberg about this. Tony, thank you for joining us. So first of all,
Sure.
Give us a sense of what's wrong with the old one. I understand it's old from the 1970s, but why did they need a new helicopter at all?
Well, obviously, you have new requirements. The first ones were the ones that are flying today. We were first put into service in 1975. So fast forward to today, you've got different threats, EMP, electronic micropulse. You've got better communications. This the whole notion of upgrades, which makes perfect total sense. Better GPS, better self-protection, greater command and control. So it makes sense. And while a lot of this program is doing pretty well compared to its predecessor program that was canceled in 2010 by Gates, the Defense Secretary Gates, This thing's doing pretty well, but it's got this nagging problem that they discovered in mid-September of 2018, that it could burn the lawn while the rotors are operating on landing and takeoff. Kind of embarrassing if you're going to have a photo op with the president getting on board, and you got all these cameras there, and all of a sudden you get green grass turning brown.
Yeah, having spent all this time and all this money, it's surprising they'd overlook it. But I guess it's understandable because the military typically doesn't worry about whether they're burning the cement under the helicopters that they're using, right?
Correct. I mean, there are a number, and this has different requirements. It's got to land on the south lawn. The south lawn does not have a helipad on it. That would probably disrupt the integrity of an August location that people congregate on. But, you know, the chopper is very well known in Washington. I see it buzzing around the Potomac River over the Kennedy Center. So it's kind of iconic. I think this is solvable, but I don't get a good sense from the Navy that they're anywhere close. They hope to have a potential solution by summer. That's not very encouraging.
Well, give us a sense of just how long and how expensive this has been. You mentioned there was a prior program that got canceled to 2009, 2010, and it was because it was so darn expensive. How expensive is this one?
Well, this one, to its credit, has not gone off the charts cost-wise. It's staying within its $5 billion estimate, and it's actually gone down 3 or 4 or by 5% over the last 5 years, the estimates of it. Each helicopter is going to be about $214 million, which is not excessive given all the equipment it's going to have on there, and it's to protect the president. But unlike the VH-71 that the Obama administration canceled, that just was off the charts in terms of poor requirements and not a lot of oversight. This one's got a lot more oversight. The requirements are a lot more honed, and yet they have this nagging problem that they seem to be getting at. But it's embarrassing if they don't get it. I've asked the Navy. Suppose at the end of the summer here, it's past its operational testing, but it still has this issue. Would they declare it ready for operations? And they gave me an evasive answer, basically, that it'll be up to the White House military office to make that decision.
So, Tony, one of the reasons I like this job is I learned something from viewers. I just had a viewer write in and refer to a kitchen in the one that Obama passed. Is that true? Did it have a kitchen in it, the one that he passed on?
In fact, your viewer's got a good memory. Obama, he actually signaled this out for kind of mocking ridicule when he first got into office. And, yeah, there was going to be not a kitchen, but a stove, a mini stove kind of area, not a full-blown kitchen like you'd say on Air Force One, the plane. But that was an issue. Obama singled it out in kind of a mocking tones. I don't need a kitchen, I think he said. I don't need an expensive microwave. And he also singled the other helicopter out in his first major budget in terms of we're canceling it.